Welcome to yet another bar class. I'm just going to move that screen down a little bit so that you can make sure that you guys can see me. Um, Thanks for joining me today. So we're going to have a bar class today. And as you know, we are moving. And so my equipment are also moving. So I'm using today a foam roller for my balance. And I've got two balls today. I would recommend something not too heavy so that you can use a little bit more repetition. Because whenever we use heavy weights, then it just gets a little tiring. So I've just got these lighter weight balls. All right, so we're going to start with a little bit of a warm up. So we're going to feet are planted into the floor. And then we're going to just sort of feel the shoulders relaxed. All right, as we just start taking a nice deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And let's just do that a couple times. Just taking that nice deep breath in through your nose and then out through your mouth. One more time. The breath is so important. So inhale through your nose and then exhale through your mouth. All right, so keep that breath going. We're going to just go into some squats. So as you're breathing in through your nose, we'll just start squatting ankles, knees, and hips. Sort of like that triple flexion. Shoulders away from my ears. As we're just bending and straightening. Bending. All right, just getting now the body warmed up, getting those legs warmed up. And now we're going to add an arm. And then back up. And then add another arm. And back up. And then add that arm back up. So go into that squat and up. Squat. And reach. And reach. Excellent. Just keep going. Should start to get a little bit warm. Let's add both arms. So reach and up and reach. Open up your chest. Excellent. A couple of more. And last one. Nice. Shake it out. This time I'm going to add a little bit of flexion of the hips. So let's bring up our knees. Just lifting our knees up. Getting those hips warmed up. And let's add a little bit of rotation. So making a circle. Feeling your hips warming up. Let's go the other direction. Sometimes you can get a little click here. I can feel that one hip, maybe a little bit clicking. Shoulders relaxed. Just shake it out. A couple more here. Last two. Last one. Excellent. And shake it out. Beautiful. All right. So now let's just bring our chin to our chest. We roll ourselves down. Upper body's heavy. Arms are heavy. And then we roll ourselves back up. And then we chin to chest. Tuck that belly in as we roll up. And roll down and then roll up. Whew. All right, let's bring our knees together a little bit. Let's bend at the knees. And let's just kind of rotate around the knees. Just feeling that your knees kind of warming up those joints and then go the other direction. Excellent. Breathing in through your nose and breathe it out. Last one. And then coming up. Excellent. Shake it out. All right, I'm just going to place my hand. So this is where if you have a chair at home, you can just put your hand on that chair and then put your hand on the other as we bring that leg out to the side and back. Out to the side and back. So working that abduction here, out. And then drawing that belly in. Shoulders away from my ears. And we always want to be thinking about engaging that core. So now let's add a little pulse here. Little tiny pulse. As you lift, lift, lift. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Little tiny lifts. Excellent, guys. and then coming all the way back down. All right, let's switch to the other side so you can just move your chair around. You don't really need to hang on to anything if you find that you don't need the balance. All right, put your hand on that hip, lift out and back in, out. And just lift that leg straight out to the side. Nice deep breath in. Don't forget that breath. Keep and draw that belly in. So you're not twisting here at the hip. You're just going to bring that leg out. Can we add a little pulse here? So little tiny pulses as you bring that leg out. Excellent. And trying to be nice and tall here. And then bring that leg down. Nice. Shake it out. Awesome. All right. Now I'm going to turn my body around, placing my hands on a support as we lift our heels up and lower back down. And we can bring our legs apart a little bit here as you lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Get those heels up and back. And then shoulders away from my ears. Breathing in through your nose and breathing out. And now this time I'm going to stay up in that releve position. I'm going to lower myself down and back up. So it's almost like think that there's a wall behind you and you're just sliding that wall with your spine. Down, up. Excellent. And then keep breathing in through your nose. And now stay halfway down here, holding it. All right, little tiny pulses here. Little tiny pulses. Breathing in through your nose and out. Little tiny pulses. And now hold it here, and let's just do a couple of pelvic tucks. So tuck that tailbone under. And again, just really working the spine. Oh, my legs are feeling this too, so it's good. Now, come all the way up and then lower those heels down. Nice. All right. Let's bring our heels together and then toes apart. And now lift up into that releve. So up onto tippy toes. And back in. Again, I'm trying to keep that core nicely engaged. Whew. So it was my birthday yesterday. I turned 60 yesterday. So we had a big celebration at our house. So I'm glad it's over, done. And there was a big lead up. My kids did a great job, big party. Well, not big party, just a family party. But it was a party nonetheless. Might have had a little too much wine. So this is probably good for my body. And then up, holding up here on your tippy toes. Again, open up that chest. And now bend those knees up. And just as we were finishing our dinner last night, my daughter's boyfriend proposed in front of all of us. So that was really special. And then down, up, down, up, open and close. Open and close. And now you can use your cheeks here too. So be mindful of squeezing cheeks. And now stay down. All right, holding you here. Got that diamond shape in your legs and little pulse. Keep breathing. Pulse, 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 pulse. And then all the way up and then back down. Beautiful. Shake it out. Heat's coming in those legs, that's for sure. All right, we'll go wider. All right. And again, set yourself up. Shoulders are right on top of your hips here. Heels are grounded as we come down and up. Squat down. So we want that pubic bone to go straight down to the floor. And back up. Squeeze. So as you come up, really draw that pelvic floor up to your belly button And then your belly button is drawn up to your rib cage. So it's like you're zipping up right from your pubic bone up towards your belly button. Squeeze. Beautiful. All right. Now, halfway down, stay here and pulse. Give me little pulses here. Shoulders away from your ears. Draw that belly in. Little tiny pulses. Excellent. And now hold it. Lift those heels up and back. Lift. Ooh. Feeling the barn. Feeling the barn. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. And now I'm going to keep my heels out. And pulse. And pulse. See, can you open up those legs a little bit more maybe? Need the breath here. And now come all the way up on your tip of toes and all the way back down. Stay where you are here. All right. I'm going to add a little bit of a lunge from side to side. Just kind of sweep in from side to side. And now you can add the arms. And here, thinking about opening up through the rib cage. And then keep that breath going as you're opening up. And then back into the center, and then bring those legs together. Whew. Should be nice and warm. All right, so let's go back to standing. All right, hands on your hip and bring that leg forward. So my outside leg is lifted and my inside leg closest to the foam roller is supporting me. So if you got a chair, just hang on to that chair and then lift, lift, lift up. Leg feels heavy. And then the supporting leg is stabilizing you. Keep breathing. And now let's take that leg and let's take it to the side. Just small but lift. Up, 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 up. Shoulders away from my ears. Keep lifting. It's heavy. Feels heavy. And now let's go one of each. Up and side, up. So now we're kind of getting into that gluteus medius, some of those butt muscles that are responsible for rotation. Shoulders away from my ears. Excellent. And then take it down. Woo. All right. We have the other side to do. All right. So now, same thing. Find your support. All right. Align yourself. It's important. Setup is very important so that we feel stable as we bring that leg up. And now we add that little pulse. We breathe in through your nose and out. Always be mindful of that breath. Breath is the first principle of Pilates, so we want to make sure the breath is there. All right, let's add that opening. So now I'm going to open up my leg. Oh, this side is a little bit more wobbly for me. You'll have one side that might be a little bit weaker than the other. For me, this is definitely this side. And then just stabilize, and then one of each. So the leg that you're standing on, the foot that you're standing on, make sure that you're stable. So you should feel all 5 toes. You should feel your heel. Your arch is kind of lifting up away from the floor. Excellent. And now take it all the way down. Whew. Awesome work, guys. All right. I'm going to just move my stability away a little bit. So now we are going to come into a bit of a side squat. So we're going to take it out to the side and back in. Out to the side and back in. Out to the side. Sitting down. Shoulders away from our ears. Draw that belly in. So really go into that squat. Great exercise for those legs. Now, let's add a lift. Squat and lift. Squat and lift. Take it down and lift. And lift. And up. Now, take it in and up. And so squat with those legs all the way together. All right, we're going to switch sides here. We're going to take it out and back in, out, back in, squat together. And up. Oh, I'm starting to sweat here. It's good. Good job, guys. You can shake out those hands too. You don't have to hang on, but. And we're going to add that lift now. So up, lift. So when you go down to that squat, make sure that you're kind of onto your heels in the back. That's where you want the weight to go. Up, up, and lift. Excellent. And whenever we work those large leg muscles, we tend to get our heart rate up a little bit more, so that's good. A couple more here, I think. I'm not counting, really. And then bring our legs together in the middle. All right, for this one, let's add the arms. Up and squat down. And squat down. So one of my favorite exercises to do is to do squats. So it's great for your legs, for your buttocks, for your hips. Strong butts means that it will give you lots of support for your spine. And then all the way up. All right, so I'm going to step back now. So I'm going to take a step back and then up. Step back and then up. So just step back. Excellent. Going into that again, a little bit of a squat. And then step back. So watch that knee as you bring that leg back, that you kind of align it with the floor so that it's not going outwards. But all right, let's stay back there for a second. All right, and pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Shoulders away from my ears. Pulse. Keep breathing in. Now, I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to lean a little bit forward as I step that leg forward. And then step back, step back. Excellent. And then coming up. Whew. Awesome work. All right, we have another leg. So put my hands back on my hips and then step back and up, step back. So watch the knee also in front. You want that to align between your big toe and little toe. And then be mindful of that knee. It's good here because we have mirrors, but at home, you might not have that. So just be mindful of where you're putting those. Put the leg down. Our knees sometimes can be weak, and so they get a little bit wobbly. So we want to build length, strength in those legs around the kneecaps. And now, take it down, all right? And we're gonna pulse. Tiny little pulses. It's good, feeling this. Taking a nice deep breath in. Now I'm gonna take my hands, I'm gonna place it in front, and I'm gonna go down a little bit further, and I'm just gonna bring that back leg up to my, up, up. Excellent. Woo! Feeling this one. Last one, let's do one more. And then up together. Oh yeah, that was good. Okay, let's go and pick up our weights. All right. So, nice light weights. We're going to start by just sort of serve a tray. So just bring the weight straight out and back. So this is when we don't want any too heavy, because when the lever gets longer, the load gets heavier on the joint. So we want to make sure that we are staying safe. Now, let's turn down, start in that prone position or a supine, and then go into that prone. So we're turning our arms, shoulders away. So reach forward and back. Nice. Reach forward and back. One more. Excellent. All right. I'm going to add a squat to this next one. All right. So take it down and back. Take it down. And use your core here. We really want to feel the core working at the same time as we go into that squat position. Yeah, it's good. Two more. Last one. Excellent. And take it back. All right. Let's bring the arms and lift them up to the ceiling. Straight up. So here we're just lifting the arms up. All right, we're not working the whole shoulder girdle, but just lifting the arms. So feeling that your chest is still open. Focus on lifting and lowering. Lifting and lowering. All right, keep doing what you're doing. We're going to add the legs. Lift the legs. Lift the legs. Woo. So again, repetition, right? So we're going into that endurance, muscular endurance. A couple more. And take it all the way down. Nicely done. All right, let's do that medial deltoids. So coming out to the side, lifting your arms up. And try not to bring your hands past your shoulders, but try to lift them out to the side and back. Just keep breathing in and out. And then lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. And now hold it out here. Turn your arms up and down. Up and down. And if this is too much for you, you can put your weights down and you can just maybe use your body. This is gonna be enough sometimes. Excellent. And now let's take it all the way up and do like as if we're gonna throw a volleyball. I guess it's until I don't play really any ball sports. But this would be the volleyball, I guess. And then, but again, we're not tossing them, so we control it. So you're using your muscle to control the movement. And then lift. Excellent, guys. All right, so even though my weights are really, really light, with the repetition, I'm feeling it. And now take it all the way down. All right, turn ourselves around. All right, lift our arms up to the back as we pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. All right, so we did some back lunges. We're going to do some forward lunges here. All right, so a couple more here. Just lift, 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 lift. Shoulders away from my ears as we lift. Keep breathing in through your nose and breathe it out, and then take it down. All right, so here we go. We're going to do a couple of forward lunges. Maybe I'll move my phone off to the side. Okay, here we go. So let's start with the legs first. We're going to go up. We're going to alternate here. So alternate between right and left. Forward. And again, trying to keep that knee over your ankle as much as you can. And now add the arm. So same leg, same arm. And forward And now, last time left, we're going to hold it forward. All right. So now we're going to come underneath our legs and up. Underneath and up. And again, you don't have to use your weights here. You can put your weights away. This really gets into the glutes, hamstrings. 2 more. Excellent. All right, let's switch legs. Woo! I think my heart rate went up there. All right, so get yourself into the position. And if you find that you're really wobbly, just make those legs come apart a little bit more. That will make it easier for you. All right, let's just start with the legs up and down. And now let's add the weights. Up. Left, that's 2, 3, 4. Let's do 2 more. Last one. And then take it out. Woo! Good job, guys. All right, let's put those balls off to the side. Okay, guys, let's go down onto the floor. And we'll do a little bit more buttocks on the floor. So, sitting on the floor. All right, I'm going to grab my weights or my balls. All right. And I'm going to put my hands or my balls on the other side of my body. And I'm going to find that sit bone. So shoulders away from my ears and my feet are grounded. Okay, so that's before we get started. Let's just kind of roll our body over our thighs so that we feel a nice stretch in that back. And then let your neck just kind of down. And then we're going to start with that lower back, lift ourselves back up again. Whew, that just feels good for the back. So draw that belly in as we lean our bodies over our thighs and then bring that head down. And then you feel our whole spine just kind of opening up. And then I start with that lower lumbar spine as I start lifting myself back up. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to grab my weights. You don't have to use weights here. You can go without for sure. All right, so I'm going to tuck my tailbone under. And I'm going to go into that place where it's a bit challenging, but doable. All right, and I'm going to scoop that belly in, tuck that pelvis under. You're not sitting on your tailbone because that would hurt. All right, so I'm tucking my tailbone, going into that superior tilt. All right, and now I'm going to just bring my arms up and back down and lift. So my abs are working hard here. My arms are also going to be working as I lift and lower, lift and lower. And breathe in through your nose. And last one. Let's do one more. And then back down. Good. All right, arms up, open and close, open and close. Again, just check your alignment. Nothing should hurt here. So maybe you have to realign if you feel like you're getting tension somewhere. We want the tension to be in the abs, not in your neck. Last one. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to come back on my elbows here. All right, and I'm going to bring my knees up. And I'm going to sort of sway from side to side. You can put your weights up away for now. And just hang on to them. And then just kind of swaying from side to side. And I'm going to stay on one side. And I'm going to kind of do this a little bit of a can-can. A little bit of legs together as one. And now back into the center. And then over to the other side. And same thing here. And then back into the center. Beautiful, guys. Let's put your right foot down, followed by the left. All right, legs gonna go straight out. I'm gonna roll myself all the way down. And I'm going to reach back and just feel that really nice stretch on the floor. And now my arm's going to go back towards the floor. Beautiful. Okay, have our feet grounded on the floor. We're in that semi-supine as we roll up into a shoulder bridge and we roll ourselves back down. And we roll up and we roll back down. And we roll up and we roll back down. And we roll up and we stay up this time. And we lift those buttocks up as high as you can and squeezing your cheeks as you do these little tiny pulses. Little tiny pulses. Up and down. Little tiny pulses. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And let's add a little bit of the calves and come up on your tippy toes. Because that's fun. Keep breathing. Shoulders relaxed. Whew. And now hold it, lower your heels and up. Lower and lift, lower and lift. Feeling a little bit of a stretch in the quad as well. Feeling the calves working, the ankles, the Achilles. And then roll yourself all the way down. Excellent. And bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a nice hug. And let's just roll from side to side. Beautiful. Whew. All right, let's bring those legs straight up. Feel the stretch in the back of your legs. And now point and flex your toes. Since we worked our ankles pretty hard, we want to just stretch them a little bit. And then flex your toes as if you were standing on your feet up against the ceiling. Just really feel the stretch in the back. And now bend those knees. Stay here. All right. Engage that core. Tap the floor and up. Tap and up. And once you feel comfortable in the abs, when you're tapping, let's add a little bit more. Tap, tap, tap. Shoulders relaxed as we tap, tap, tap. 8 up. Put your right foot down, followed by the left. Excellent. Okay, let's do a little bit of more work on the abs. So let's bring your arms up to the ceiling. Let's lift up into that chest lift and then back down. And lift and then back down. And lift up and back down. So shoulders off the floor as we reach for those heels and back down. And then reach for those heels and back down. And reach for those heels. Now stay here. Grab your right leg. Give it a nice hug. And then extend the left leg. All right? No strain in that neck as we go back and forth. Back and forth. Keep breathing. Drawing that knee into the chest. And now both legs together. And now grab your thighs, squeeze your thighs together, and then back in. Grab your thighs, squeeze them together. Can you come up a little higher? And then back. Grab your thighs, squeeze, shoulders away from my ears, and then back. And squeeze. And back one more. And then squeeze. And then relax. Nicely done. And if you ever get really tired in your neck, because sometimes we put a lot of tension in that, just put your head down. That's perfectly fine. Okay, let's grab the back of our legs. Roll yourself up into a seated position. Excellent. All right, let's grab those weights again. And now we're going to go into a little bit of a rock. So find those sit bones. And I think of my sit bones like pegs on a tent, or when you go to camping and you put those pegs in the ground. That's kind of like our sit bones. I want them to kind of stay stable into the floor. So find your sit bones and then lift the crown of the head up to the ceiling. So feel like we start in that tall position. All right. And now we're going to roll ourselves down and then back up. Not all the way up. It's like we're coming down a few inches and then up a few inches. And then just kind of find that rocking place. Shoulders away from my ears and no tension in your neck. And now I'm going to add the weights. I'm going to add a little twist and back up and a little twist. And again, you don't have to use the weights here. You can go without weights. All right, so as soon as we come back, our abs kick in. So we want to make sure that you really draw that belly in for stability. And keep breathing in through your nose and out. Now, we're going to stay still. So come down and hold it here. All right, now twist right, twist left, twist right, twist left. Really sucking that belly in for stability here. Excellent. And then we come slowly back up. I'm going to straighten my legs. All right. So let's just put the weights down on the floor. And if you have like dumbbells, you don't need to use them. But if you have balls, you can roll those balls forward. And now I'm scooping that belly in. So I am grounded in my spine. And then back up. And then I scoop my belly as I roll those balls forward. And if you really tighten the back of your leg, so if you find that your hip flexors are really tight, you can just bend those knees. You can do the same thing here. And then back up. And roll forward. And back up. Sitting up nice and tall. And then roll forward. Excellent. And then tuck that tail up under. And then roll forward. Last one more. And all the way back up. All right, I'm going to put those weights or balls aside as I come over. All right, we're going to come down on our elbows here. And we're going to bring our right leg out. And I'm going to just lift that left leg up. Lift. And then just feeling that glute working. Lengthen that leg as much as you can. Keep breathing in. And now I'm going to bend that knee. So here we are going to support the opposite elbow, but I'm going to come up on my hand on the other side. So the same leg that we're working, that arm is straight. As I kick, add a little kick here. Just kick that leg out. Feeling, this is all buttocks. Buttocks, here we are. And now, can we keep that leg straight and then lower and back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, back down onto your elbows. All right, hold that leg out and then bring it in and out, in and out. And then all the way down. Woo! All right, let's just stretch that side that we just worked. Let's stretch it out a little bit. Oh yeah, that feels good. And then back up. Okay, let's go to the other leg. And let's bring that opposite leg straight out. Feel the length. And watch so that your elbows are right underneath your shoulders as we lift and lower. Lift. Up. Breathing as we lift and lower. Up. And now let's bend that knee as we lift. Squeeze your glutes. Keep them nice and active. All right, so I'm going to take that arm and straighten it as I lift to the side and kick out. Kick. And now I'm going to hold it up and I'm going to lower it and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it in, back into the middle. And now we take it in and out. Bring that knee in. Use those cores because we want to make sure we are stabilizing. It makes it much easier to work. And take it all the way down. Woo! All right, let's just stretch that leg out a little bit and come back up. All right, let's bring our arms a bit more forward. We're going to bring our hips forward. All right, and just stay here. We're going to do a couple of push-ups. All right, take it down and up. Draw that belly in. One more. And then take it all the way back. Whew. I'm not very good at push-ups, but I need to work on that. Such a great upper body exercise, push-ups. It was really good for us. All right, beautiful. Let's come all the way back around again. And we are going to roll ourselves all the way down. Stretch your arms out, stretch your legs out. Excellent. Nicely done. All right, we are going to keep your arms behind you as you lift your right leg up. All right, stabilize. All right, so belly is in. And now lower that leg, lift your other leg up, lower that leg. And so the only thing moving here is that leg, but we are working through the core. And if that's too hard for you, you can always just bend the knee. So do what's right for you. I always say that your 100% effort is 100% benefit. So make sure it's your effort. And again, I'm just keeping that breath going. And now this time, I'm going to keep that right leg up. All right, and I'm going to just add a little pendulum here. Just kind of bringing that leg from side to side. From side to side. And then I'm going to draw a circle with that leg. Still using my core. My core is nice and stable here. And let's go the other direction. So good to move right through the hip joint. And then hold that leg up, bend that knee, and take it all the way down. Beautiful. Engage the core before you move that opposite leg. Engage the core. So lift that leg up, make it nice and long as we just go from side to side. Just side to side. Shoulders relaxed. And now we take that left leg and we draw a circle. Circle all the way around. Excellent. Let that breath be flowing. Now we go the other direction. Drawing a circle with the other leg. Beautiful. Now we bend that knee. Woo. Bring both legs into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Roll from side to side. Nicely done, guys. All right. We'll go back down. And now this time we go back into that shoulder bridge and we lift those hips up. We squeeze the bottom. We roll down on the right side. And we roll back up on the right side. Back into the center. We roll down on the left side. Back up on the left side. Back into the center. We roll down on the right. We roll back up on the right. We roll down on the left. And we come back on the left. And then stay up, holding it here. And we roll ourselves back down. We put our right leg on top of our left knee and we lift and lower. Lift and lower. Excellent. Shoulders relaxed. And up. And now stay up here, hold it. All right, now that knee, we're gonna just kind of give it a couple of pulses. So stretch away, release. You can even add your hand here if you want to add a little bit more. And now take it down, stay there as we bring that knee into our chest to really feel it stretch in the abductors. Excellent. All right, switch legs. Left ankle on your right knee. Open up that knee bit as we lift and lower. You might have one side that's a little tighter. This side is a little bit tighter for me. So because it was my birthday yesterday, I took a day off work. And so my husband and I went out for a really nice bike ride. It was a beautiful day. But the rain came down hard last night. We were sitting outside having our dinner. We quickly had to move inside fast. The rain came really fast too. And then up, hold it here, stay up. All right, and let's add a little pulse there. Little tiny pulses. And you could even use your hand if you want to give it a little bit more of a push. And then lower yourself back down. Stay there as you bring that knee towards your chest. Feeling the stretch in that abductors. You can relax that pelvis. Beautiful. All right, grab both of our legs, roll yourself up. All right, we're going to come back into the center. All right, so now stay down. All right, chest is on your knees, hands on the floor. All right, and then let your buttocks go up to the ceiling. Let your head go heavy. And now roll yourself up. Take your time. Whew. And then lift yourself up towards the ceiling. Excellent. Open up your chest. A little bit of a back extension here. Feels good. And then take it all the way down. Woo. Awesome work, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And I'll see you next week. And have a great day today.